Hi, this is Dave Jones with Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. This is your 4 p.m. September 22nd tropical update for the All Hazards Consortium Sensitive Information Sharing Environment. What you see here on the right-hand side of the screen is the tropical sector from the GOES satellite. You can see that sunrise-sunset line moving through. That's called the Terminator line from this morning. But what you see spinning in the middle to left part of your screen is Hurricane Fiona. Fiona is a Category 4 hurricane, but it is starting to weaken just a little bit. However, conditions are going to go downhill in Bermuda. Hurricane warnings are in effect there. Some large swells from the south and the southeast will impact the island, along with potential hurricane force winds. As Fiona moves to the north, it's going to be drawn into a trough of low pressure, and it's going to impact the Canadian eastern seaboard. That's from Nova Scotia northward. They will see pounding waves and most likely set a record low pressure for the eastern maritime provinces of Canada over the weekend. So we'll be watching that very closely. There will likely be numerous power outages in that part of the country. But turning our attention to the south, let me change the sector here. I first want to remind you that this is a Phase 0 update for the All Hazards Consortium. Phase 0 means we're in planning, we're just monitoring things, and any U.S. landfall or impact is at least 4 to 7 days away. That's Phase 0 from the playbook from the All Hazards Consortium. I want to switch now to the Caribbean sector of the GOES satellite, and you can see here sort of just a mess of clouds. There is no real organization to it. However, the National Hurricane Center and us here in Storm Center are monitoring this area of cloudiness that is likely to develop into a tropical depression over the next couple of days. Sea surface temperatures are warm enough, definitely warm enough to sustain any tropical development, and this system will be moving west into the central Caribbean over the weekend, and conditions are going to be much more favorable for development at that time. So when that happens, this is why we have that red area that you see here in GeoCollaborate. The National Hurricane Center's identified this area as a potential tropical development area headed into the central Caribbean Sea over the next couple of days. This does not mean that we're going to have any U.S. landfall or any major hurricane entering the Gulf of Mexico, as some of you may have seen floating around social media. That it's just way too early to tell about any impacts in the United States at this point in time. We are monitoring all sorts of models, and that output will be bringing you those updates through this video update through the All Hazards Consortium and the GeoCollaborate dashboard. So let me just put GeoCollaborate here into motion a little bit. You can see that area of red, and I'll zoom out just a little where you can see the track of Fiona. Fiona is headed to the north, and then it's going to take a little northwestward turn into the eastern provinces of Canada. There's also some other activity going on in the Atlantic. I'll just move over just a little bit there so you can see what that looks like. Look at that. It's almost like the traffic lights are really lit up here in the Atlantic. We have a wave moving off of Africa. That's expected to develop, but turn to the north near the Cape Verde Islands. Another area that we're watching in the central Atlantic, we have Hurricane Fiona and Tropical Storm Gaston. That's doing a little loop-de-loop out there in the northern Atlantic, and it'll diminish and become a extratropical cyclone. But that area in the Caribbean, marked by the X, is what we'll be watching over the next couple of days to see about any development. We'll certainly bring the latest to you through this update, and that should do it for today. I am meteorologist Dave Jones, Storm Center Communications and GeoCollaborate. Thanks for watching this video update, and please give us any feedback through the All Hazards Consortium. Thanks. Have yourself a good afternoon.